Well, this is a real treat because I'm joined today by someone who has caused such a commotion on our CAM4 happy hour show with her explosive performances, her truly unique approach to camming, and the fan base that just loves her so very much. Aliana Lex, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm outstanding. It's amazing. It's amazing how you've just really throttled into a sort of superstardom, at least from what I could see from the fan base. They are obsessed with you on Cam4. So
Oh,
could you tell us a little bit about when you joined the platform, what kinds of things you like to do on Cam, and how this experience has been?
so I actually just started June of last year, the end of June, because I was just looking to get into something that I can do on my own and make my own money, be my own person, make my own schedule because I'm a mom. So it helps totally a lot. And then I've always been a freak deep down. I've wanted to explore different desires out there in this kind of sexual world that I know nothing about.
Hmm.
And so I decided to join Cam4. And I found it really easy and I found it really fun. And I found the fans interact with you so much and they just try to help you so much and bring out more of you. And
Yeah.
so I feel like I've grown a lot just through the fans' interaction and everything like that. And I just like to be
Yeah.
really sensual and just have lots of fun, just keep the vibe fun and have a good time. And I think that's
Yeah.
why they like me.
Massively. Nail on the head with all of that.
Mhm.
Though you're still rather new to the industry, I like that you have some perspective on how much you've grown. And even a couple months into this business, I mean, you learn so much about what it requires to do this job. And the
Mhm.
theme of today is, of course, refresh. So we're talking about the idea of needing to refresh any element of the job, whether it's your approach and attitude to it, whether it's refreshing a specific component of your show. In what ways have you experienced the need to refresh in this business?
Yeah, I feel like not just the fans, but us as well. We get tired of doing the same old thing like every time we come on. And so we have to just explore different assets of it, like bringing food into it or, doing wet t-shirt contests or oil our bodies up or even going out into nature and having fun with that. And there's just so many different ways you could do this business and have fun with it, while you're doing it. And then also the need to just step back for a few days too and take a break. And then that's a good way to come up with different ideals on how to get more fans involved and have more fun.
Is there a difference between the need to take a break and the need to refresh? Is it something that a creator can identify in their journey where they go, I'm just bored with this stuff and that's why I feel this way about it? Or versus, I'm tired and I need to take a break from this stuff?
Yeah, I think there's a big difference. Sometimes we get bored and not just bored, I guess you kind of get agitated too at times because you're not just getting what you think you should be getting. And so you feel like you just need to step back for a minute then and then just recoup and stuff like that. And then there's just times where you're just working so much and doing so much you're really tired, and everything else gets tired too.
Yeah, yeah. When you as a creator, when you need to refresh creatively, what do you do?
Mm, I usually take a few days off and I'll watch a lot of other cam people too and just see what they do. And I like to I'll tip them and play with them and have fun and stuff like that too. Because just seeing like their attitudes with it and how they go about doing it, it just helps you get a better perspective of it and to learn too. Like you're somebody I idolize. I mean, the way you do this job, you are simply flawless. So we love to watch you and learn from you.
Well, thank you. I mean, you've got a lot to be proud of in your own journey. It's remarkable where
Oh,
you're
thank
at
you.
right now, and your approach to all of this is flawless. So
Mm,
that's refreshing creatively. And I love what you said about spending time observing other people's, approach to this business. But what about refreshing your strategy? We have to be our own business managers just as much
mhm.
as our own performers and the star of the whole show. But do we need to refresh our strategy? And if so, have you had any experience with saying, I'm going to change the way I do this? Maybe it's changing broadcasting hours, maybe it's changing prices on things, refreshing your strategy.
Oh, yes, I've had to do that a lot. I've learned, like, whenever I first started, I was like, I'm not going to show my tits for 2 tokens, you know. But I've learned the more I show my tits for 2 tokens, the more money I'm going to get. So I've learned that I can dial things back, and I can still make the same amount. I've learned that if I lower my goals and stuff like that, then they'll just boost me higher than I've ever believed. Like a few weeks ago, I had like a 200 gold token and they got me to 1400. And I was blown away, you know, like just things that I don't expect, you know. So I think that's better in the long run that they get me there than me expecting it to happen. You know, I think they like that more too.
That's a fantastic fucking example. That's like a case study right there for anyone going, I'm trying to be a little bit more critical of how I approach this. There you go. There's
Mhm.
ways to really leverage it, and also ways that are kind of out of our control, and it can just be surprising. I mean,
Mhm.
the business is really unpredictable. But I want everyone who's listening and watching, which is going to be so much of our other creator community, I want them to know, in your own opinion, what the benefit is in taking time to refresh in all aspects and all elements of this job. What does it do for you?
Oh, it helps your mind out so much because, like, a lot of what people say on here and stuff like that, it could get to you after a while, you know? So you have to take a step back and you have to realize you're doing this for you. You're not doing this for anybody else, you know? And that the biggest thing is that you're having fun with your job. I mean, this isn't a 9 to 5 job that we go to every day. This is something that we get to do and we get to have fun with. We get to express ourselves. We get to be fierce ass women, you know, empowered in our bodies, you know. And so you just got to take that and you got to, you know, build yourself up a lot and just remember all the positive that goes into it because that negative in the end, it just doesn't matter. And to take the step back and refresh and realize what's really good in the business, that's what you have to do, I think, to be able to come back and kick ass.
To just keep slaying the day, right? I think another beautiful tie-in when I hear the word refresh and we're talking about this business is a reminder that anytime someone comes into your room and they say can't hear or no picture or
Mhm.
lag, you know what I say to them? I say, motherfucker, refresh.
Yep. That's the truth right there. I love that.
Sometimes you just got to refresh the browser, honey. You got to
Mhm.
refresh the screen, right? It's
Yep,
it's
that's right.
it's that easy. It really is. We had our own little tech experience with that right here. Well,
Mhm.
I think that you've got such an incredible wealth of knowledge, even at this phase, and I can't wait to see how much more you expand into your brilliance. So, if you could let
Thank
everyone know when you broadcast and where to find you online, the time is now.
Okay, so I broadcast Tuesday through Saturday, and I'm usually on in the evenings around 9 p.m. Eastern time, and some days throughout the week about 2 p.m. Eastern time. So come and see me, and we'll have lots of fun.